so I'm here with Adam, just having a look at the Nokia Lumia 920 and of course the Windows Phone 8 operating system, which of course I've been massively excited for, so I can't wait to see this in action. So if you just give us a demo of some of the features.
Of course I can. So you're probably going to see quite a lot of Windows stuff, so I'll focus a bit more on the 920. So the 920 has been given the strapline the world's most innovative smartphone, and I'm going to show you a couple of the reasons why.
Yep.
The first reason is the super sensitive touch. Now you can see I'm operating this with a snowboard glove. It's not just a woolen glove, it's a full-on snowboard glove. So this gives you a really, you can use it when you go away, on snowboarding trips, or even in the cold weather as we're experiencing now. It's also got a Pure Motion Plus HD screen, so there's literally no motion blur. We put electric current through the screen, which gives us this really smooth feel on the pixels. It's great for video as well. I'm going to take the D-glove now, just because it gets a bit awkward to do the rest of the demo. You'll also notice we've got some new detailing, so this kind of darker material rather than aluminium. This is ceramic zirconium, second hardest material in the world. So unless you've got a diamond, you ain't scratching the camera surround all the buttons on the side. The rest of it's polycarbonate that we used before, but this time we've reinforced the corners, so no more drop screen on the side.
Yeah.
Should limit the amount of cracked screens you see on 920 devices, and obviously it's Gorilla Glass on the front. In terms of what we got on the device, you'll see all the Nokia mapping implementation, and in particular a new addition is City Lens, which we launched on our 7.5 devices, which will become 7.8 devices in most instances, but this really does unlock the power of Windows and mapping. So if I hit Explore here, to calibrate it's really easy. I'll just give a figure of 8 from my device. It vibrates to let me know it's worked, and then on screen, as long as my data connection's okay, brilliant, that's worked, there we go. So normally it's a lot quicker. We're in a basement, so forgive me, and everyone's on Wi-Fi all of a sudden. But here, if I move around, so you actually reorientate the device. So if you imagine we're outside now, reorientate the device, and wherever I'm looking, I'll be able to see what's there. So this looks good, it's got 5 stars. If I open that up, it then opens up Nokia Maps, so they're integrated, and I can then navigate to where I'm going. And you can see it launches up, there you go, the mapping application, get directions, I can call them, I can then see photos if there are any, reviews, and so forth and so on. At the bottom here, I can pin that to my start screen, share it, or add it to my favorites. So it really does give you a full-on mapping experience.
Much easier if you're travelling to new cities than trying to find out what's around you.
Yeah, definitely. We've also got Nokia Music as well, which allows you to get free playlists, no subscription sign up, just dedicated music, constantly streamed to your device. But I'd like to show you one of the other things, the lenses that we've installed. So we've got Cinemagraph and Smart Shoot. So if I go into my photos, I've captured a couple already so I can demo them to you. So if I go in, and let's have a look at Smart Shoot. So Smart Shoot does 2 things. The first thing it'll allow you to do is change the faces of your friends so you get the best picture. Now that's been quite widely documented, so what I'm going to show you is the other function. You've got this eraser, and if I hit the eraser, it detects anything that's moved in my photos, saves it as 1 photo, processes 5, it just takes a second to process, and you can see these white areas. These are people that have been walking in my shot.
Yeah.
I can then just simply click on them and they evaporate.
That is amazing.
No people, no more. If I hit save, those people are now gone. They don't exist anymore in the photo.
Wow.
So we're going to be bringing these dedicated camera lenses that are exclusive to Nokia, with a couple of little tweaks to what you've probably already seen today. So expect some more Nokia exclusive stuff on the most innovative smartphone in the world, the 920.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Adam.
No worries at all.
Now, of course, this also has wireless charging, which is a first. You have to wait to see how long the battery life holds up on this device. But another feature is, of course, NFC. So if you have a look over here, now as soon as I go close to this device,
stick it on there, just start to power over here.
Then it should automatically pair with the speaker and start playing music. Now I love how that lights up when you get near. Okay, so I'm here with James and I'm having a look at the HTC 8X. Now this is of course comes to market at the same time as the Lumia 920, so we're going to have a look at what differentiates it from the 920. Now instantly you can see how much thinner that is, and it feels a lot lighter as well. It's a lot more grippy in the hands as well. So let's go have a look at some features.
Well, so we sort of started off talking about the design, so you've already done a really good job of that. But the body is made of polycarbonate, so it's not paint finish. So in terms of wear and tear, it's going to last a long time. All of the glass and everything is toughened, something that HTC has been doing for a while now with all of the Gorilla Glass. In terms of kind of using the device, obviously we've just heard all of the features that Microsoft have brought to Windows Phone 8. This is my personal phone, so I've already got it set up, to be right for me. So kind of completely customised.
So they really push the personalisation.
And it is so true. So I've been using this for a little while now, and I have to say, once you start using it, you kind of find more and more out about it.
I find that there is quite a learning curve to these devices, being such a big departure from what people are used to. It's the same with Windows 8 in general, but I mean I use it on a daily basis now, and it's so much better.
But that's so true of everything, and that's something that I tell anybody, whether you're going to Android, iPhone, Windows Phone, it's a different operating system. You have to get used to it. So, but once you do, it's absolutely phenomenal, and obviously specifically designed to be multi-device, so from the PC, Surface through to the mobile device. Obviously, I won't go through all of the features again because we've already heard about that. But what's important for HTC, our key pillars are amazing camera. So for us, the camera experience on this is fantastic. So camera button on the side, you press it, and it launches the camera straight away. Okay, you're in. So in terms of camera technology. Close it down. But in terms of camera technology, we've got f2.0 lens on the back, 8 megapixel, with all of our image processing technology in there as well, which is something that we've been really working on.
So that was the same. It used the same top technology that was in the HTC One X on Android, I believe.
Yes, similar to that. So we call that amazing camera experience. Also audio. So for us, the audio experience is really important. This device has actually got a built-in amplifier in it, which is quite rare for a device. And the 3.5mm jack output is 2.5 watts. So absolutely. So most devices will run at about half a watt. The trouble is, people with bigger and bigger cans, they need the power to be able to power these cans. Otherwise, you get the distortion. So listening to music on this is a kind of an unbelievable experience, and it's been really rewarding being here actually, because people say, what's it all about? And the best thing to do is to try it out. Take a phone on any of your devices, take a song on any of your devices, take a song on this, and just listen to the experience is absolutely amazing. Design is obviously key for us. That's something that speaks for itself. So it's something that we've particularly.
So I love how the buttons are flush into the device, so it really feels like nothing's on it.
Absolutely, and in terms of sort of this is the 8X. We have a black version of this as well. The 8S, which is the smaller version, has got a colour flash across the bottom that's different, so two-tone device, but available in lots of different colours as well. So trying to build on Microsoft it's not a phone design for everyone, it's a phone design for you. So something that really works for you. And then finally, HTC are kind of, we talk about HTC Sense in a holistic term for all of our devices, and we call it out as being like the clever stuff inside. So, it flips to silent when you turn it over, it rings louder when it's in your bag.
Okay, that was news to me. I didn't know about all those.
So, certainly for HTC in general, that's something that we really focus on. Some of those elements have come across into the Windows devices as well. So, I think it's a phone that we're really proud of. There's a real lot of positive buzz about it. So
fantastic. In fact, just the one last thing I see was just the front camera, because I believe the front camera made a wide lens.
You're doing my job for me now. Look at that.
Well, I just wanted to see this myself.
Front camera's got wide-angle lens in it. So if you switch the camera, so normally when you're stood trying to take a picture of the two of you, you've got your arm right out. Well, immediately you can see all of us. My arm's not kind of fully extended, so you can get 4 or 5 people. It's a 2.1 megapixel lens, and it's got an f2.0 lens in it as well. So it's fairly dingy in here, but still looks pretty bright.
Of course, 1080p as well, I believe. So.
And absolutely, and and as you see, the wide angle sort of just brings a whole new aspect to trying to get everyone in on the action.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much, James, for that demo.
Not a problem.
So let me show you the lock screen. Go into your settings.
Yeah.
You click on the lock screen here. You've got the background option. So on here at the moment, you can see that Facebook group on being, or in fact just a standard one photo that you choose to have. So I've selected Facebook. Now, if we go into the Open app, you'll see there's two different settings for this. So there's the view that I currently have selected, which is one photo which dynamically updates to show pictures in an album that I've chosen. Or in fact, it could be a view of 4 photos. So if I select that so you can see the different view. And actually, I've chosen to select a custom album. I don't want all of them showing. So here we go, Trash in My Dresses. So it's a wedding album, it's lots of pictures of me running around on the beach. That will do.
Lovely.
Right. Okay, so that will update. Further down, I can actually choose what app is it that I want to have the notification from. So again, you know, I could set it to a Facebook feed, I could set it to a specific, email feed that I have, or the calendar, which I'll leave it on.
And that will grow over time as more developers make new apps and stuff for it?
And the slots, the notification slots at the bottom here. So choose apps to show quick status. You can actually choose which way they go. Like if I select this last one here, I've selected Facebook, but in fact it could be a game thing. So I could be running a game at the moment, playing it, wanting to get top
that
top
sounds more like my sort of thing now.
I was going to say, I'll change
more of a
it
gamer.
for your stuff, definitely. Okay, so now let's go out of this. And we'll go back to the start screen, and you'll see that I've changed it from that one picture view to the split screen here. So it's got a snapshot of my calendar here. It's got the date, time. It's now changed it from one photo to this 4-picture view at the top here, and of course the notifications. Now, if we were gaming and playing, it'd be showing that I had a top score against you. Most definitely.
Yeah, I was
the
going to say.
notification would be like, yeah, you're winning.
Most likely. I'm a gamer, but I'm not the best gamer. But no, that's great. I mean, it makes it look a lot more personal again.
Yeah,
and
again. And
just like you said earlier, when you start up the phone, it's just that like sort of instant little gratification you see from seeing those photos, those sort of memories.
Definitely, and again, it'll either make you smile or cringe, I guess. Hopefully smile most of the time. It does for me with these photos anyway.
Definitely.
But again, lots of different albums on Facebook, so I could change that. If I get bored of seeing my husband on the home screen, I might decide actually, fun girls' night out, bring back lots of memories, I'll stick those on there. But, again, something different every time you take out your phone.
That's what it's about. Lovely, thank you very much.
Hey guys, so unlikely host to be looking at this. This is the new Surface with the touchpad as well. It's really nice actually. Ryan's been telling me about sort of why I should be looking at these and not more Macs. But no, it is touchscreen. Got the touchpad here, and you can obviously just go into whatever app you want. So this is Ryan's favorite app probably. Just let it log in, and there are loads of modern UI apps now. The thing that always got me was the fact that you'd have to go back into the desktop UI thousands and thousands of times, but there are loads of modern UI apps. But when you do go into desktop UI, you still get a touch-like interface, so it is very touch-friendly, despite the fact that you're obviously being back in the old standard. This is the RT version. Yeah, so this is the RT version, so it doesn't quite run all of your Intel apps, but it runs the ones you want, and just generally, it is very nice. You've got the multitasking tray on the right, so you can drag those in to switch, just like that. And obviously on the right, you've got the Charms menu, which brings up search, so you can search for anything. One cool thing I thought about this was if you are in an app, so let's find the store, for example. If you're in an app and you want to buy, if you want to search specifically within the app, the search adapts to be part of that app. So you're not just searching everything like you sort of do on just about every other platform. So let's go ahead and search for, well, eBay is quite an easy one because it's on the front there, and I know it's going to come up. But there you go, you got recommendations, you got the search auto-filled, and of course when you type in recommendations it will open the app there, and it is, I don't want to say it, but it's nice. It is very nice. And it's actually what I kind of wanted Windows Phone to do, in a way. It's not got the weird overlapping tiles at the top. It's kind of, the metaphor works better on a landscape screen, if that makes sense. So if it was in portrait, actually it still works quite well on this, but sort of on Windows Phone you get a lot of that, and obviously as you guys know, that kind of, it niggles at my brain a little bit. But other than that, it's got the really nice snap back. and closes up, and it feels good. It just generally feels nice. And Ryan is probably going to try and claw this off me in a minute, so I better put it down, and we'll see you guys in a minute. As for Windows 8, they've revealed a few cool things today, which we had to play with. So we want to get started?
Sure. That was the best time to ask me a question. Well, of course, one of the main things was the live apps on the lock screen. So we did see that this was going to be coming, and every day you can basically have a new wallpaper from like Bing, or have your wallpaper shown from Facebook or other integrated apps. And obviously this will be built on over time. But yeah, it's looking fantastic.
I really like the idea of like having features that you don't think you need but come in handy.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. We were talking about this. Is that like nothing is exactly game changing, but then really what is these days? Like a phone has pretty much become a phone.
A phone is a phone.
Yeah, and I mean now what Windows Phone are doing here is adding real sort of innovative features.
Well, the way they're selling it is it's now no longer a phone built for people or food. Thank you. It's no longer a phone built for people. It's now a phone built for you as an individual. So you get the phone, and everyone's phone is different. And I think that's a really cool sort of direction to go in. Now we just had a look literally behind the camera. Now is a 3-screen setup. We've got the Xbox, we've got the Windows Surface, and you've got the Windows Phone 8.
Yeah.
Now that I will say this, as someone who doesn't use any of these devices, right? You use an Xbox for your daily life. You have a Windows 8 PC at home.
With a green grind on my face.
Right. So you're pretty much bound, just by that demo, bound to get.
I'm not bound. I mean, like if you want a Windows Phone device, there is a companion app coming for Mac, which will allow you to transfer all your music, all your videos, all your photos, all your settings, everything you've built up on iPhone, almost straight over to Windows Phone.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing, of course, you are going to have to get again is the apps, which is what you were explaining before.
Yeah.
But, I mean, a lot of the apps are free anyway. So.
And there are a lot of them there. So they said in the keynote earlier, 46 of the top 50 apps from other stores will be available on Windows Phone at launch.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, one of the apps that's coming is Pandora. So
US only.
US only, but I mean that's a massive name. And if people in the US, if you get a Windows Phone account, you'll get a free ad-free year's worth of Pandora. Another feature that they announced actually was data sets. Now this is quite good for people who go over their data a lot or have data cap, which of course a lot of UK networks have.
Yeah, data sets really do impress me. What they do is they compress websites and other sort of forms of data, so you use less data as you're using data.
Yeah, in fact the statistic was that apparently it uses 45% less on web browsing at least.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, you're getting.
Now, one feature which I think a lot of people are going to be quite happy about is Kids Corner.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so scenario time. I have a child in this scenario that isn't likely to happen for a few years. I have a child, and I want to give my phone to the child. Now, you hear it on the news all the time. My child bought £1 million worth of Smurf berries on Smurf Village. I love how that's always the example.
Especially with the rise of freemium games, that happens all the time.
Exactly. And more food. Thank you. And what Kids Corner does, it allows you to lock your kids out of your phone. So they can use games that you want them to play, so maybe games without IAP, games that are obviously catered to their age group. So, you know, you won't have your 5-year-old kid playing Resident Evil.
Yeah, but you can let them play Fruit Ninja, you can let them play Angry Birds, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And of course this works for like music and photos, videos and that as well, so there's like certain ones you don't want them to access and there's other ones that like, you don't mind, say like photos of the family, then
yeah. And it's a shame. I think it's a shame they call it Kids Corner, because this could be excellent for a guest thing. Like if someone wants to check the web, you put Internet Explorer in Kids Corner.
Yeah.
Give your phone.
I mean, that's the thing, sometimes I want you to access apps, but I don't want you accessing all my emails now. So I got to hand it to you, and I'll be like, here, George, access Kids Corner.
Yeah, no, but There's things like that. I kind of wish they rethought the name a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, what is good about it though is actually in the kids corner you can personalise it.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that, like, obviously, as adults, and I mean, a lot of what they're pushing with Windows Phone is the fact that you can actually personalise the phone to you, make all the lifestyles their own size, you make your own colours, you switch which ones are live, which ones aren't. So you can even make it look dead like an iPhone if that's your forte. But of course, I mean, I like the fact that it's all colourful and flippy and I can see information at a glance.
Well, even if you did reduce the tiles to like the smallest size and made it for, you know, grid,
Yeah.
it's still better than an iPhone.
Yeah.
Because you've got unlimited rows.
Yeah. Yes.
Instead of just having the 4 rows, you've got endless rows.
Yeah. I mean, that's why a lot of people jailbreak for as well. It's
Exactly.
that kind of customization. But yeah, I mean, what else have we got? Of course, Xbox Music is one of the examples. Yeah, I mean, I love Xbox Music as a service. Like they announced that they have 30 million tracks. Now, if we put this in comparison, Spotify has 18 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like double and
Yeah.
more.
Well,
Less
These
than
are
double.
arguments, but very nearly double, yeah. But over 3 million. So, but yeah. But yeah, this service is fantastic. I mean, I have this on Windows 8 and I'm playing with this, and you can just basically stream unlimited music pretty much for free. I mean, you have a music pass, which I think then allows you to download tracks and that sort of thing. But again, this works across all your devices, so you can be like listening to music on your phone. You can come home, you can push it to your Xbox. You can then see more information about like the artist on your phone, wherever via Xbox Smart Glass. It's brilliant.
I mean, the devil behind this, they put Born Ultimatum on the Xbox, and then on the Surface and the Windows Phone, I'm pointing at, on them, it comes up with like a list of actors that are in that scene. That was the best part. The fact that it wasn't just a list of actors in the movie, it was a list of actors in that scene.
Yeah. I mean, that's the same thing as what's going to be happening with games as well. So, see, Halo 4 and like Just Dance 4, they demoed. When you're in certain parts in the game, they can like show like concept art on the, like your tablet, whether that be a Surface or even I think it is built to iPad with that as well. So I mean that's another good thing that I like about this. It's the fact that they're almost taking a Google push in the fact that they're making apps available for other platforms.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, which is quite good.
So if there's anything else to say about, if there isn't, then we will quickly wrap up and basically say, Ryan, how have you found today and this amazing experience behind us?
It's been incredible, and I just can't wait, obviously, to get my hands on Windows Phone 8 device. I mean, I was pretty sold on it anyway, to be honest.
I reckon you'll get one within the week.
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's just...
You were saying earlier how you'd buy one today if you could.
Yeah. I mean, it's just... I only had to see the screen on the Lumia 920 from afar, and the colours, how eye-popping they are, how blur-free it is with the pure motion HD, and the camera tech when they're showing off the optical stabilization. The way they demoed it was they shook the phone and then they shook it with the button held down and then there was next to no shake. That was just mind.
I mean, as someone who lives in a Windows environment ecosystem, this is kind of a no-brainer for me.
Sort of. I am technically still in the iPhone kind of ecosystem. So
well, for iPhone you are. But what I'm saying is you have the Xbox, you have Windows 8.
Yeah.
Because you are in Windows.
And I have an Android as well.
To round it off. Sort of the three-screen ecosystem behind the camera, it makes complete sense for you to get a Windows phone.
Yeah.
For me, on the other hand, as much as I'm going to say it, the tile UI is growing on me. Tiles are growing on me. The fact that they've got rid of the black bar on the right, they got rid of that stupid arrow, it is kind of, it's getting to the point where I'm kind of going, I understand where tiles are coming from.
It's a massive learning curve. We both agree on this, I think. And it takes a while to get used to. And the more people see these devices, the more they'll get used to it.
The one point that I need to sort of say why I won't sort of pick up a Windows Phone yet is still that right-hand side and the fact that it is that extended metaphor.
Yeah.
Once they kind of, if enough people say something, if they change that or sort of say it's an option, I think that'll be brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
I can understand that. I mean, I think it is something that you get used to over time. We spoke to one of the guys here. I mean, to be honest, he's probably going to be a bit biased considering he's never going to Windows Phone 8 device. But he says exactly what I think. It's something you need to get used to. Personally, I quite like it. I like the feel that it's like an expanded space. Well, privilege, not very.
But that's all.
Yeah.
From London, from Victoria House basement, from Windows 8 launch event. Sorry, I'm still trying to quite get my head around the fact that we're here. That's all from TechBrits.
So thank you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you want to email us anything about the show, please do. techbrits@gmail.com.
Follow the host individually, that's at George Lim, that's Jason instead of GEs.
Or at gadget_Ryan.
Or if you want to tweet us both at the same time, you can tweet us at TechBrits.
Thanks for watching. I hope we'll catch you next week.
Ciao.